What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we were actually supposed to be working on the ignition system for the E30 right here. I actually got all the spark plug wires, rotor hub. I got all those pieces to basically revamp the ignition system on the car because it did have a small misfire, and I was just gonna go ahead and replace all that. Everything is actually sitting right here in this box from ECS Tuning. So yeah, today that was the plan, but unfortunately, the car actually died on me the other day. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you know I was left stranded and the car just stopped working for some reason. My guess is that the alternator for the E30 went bad. The car does have a lot of miles, so I ordered a new alternator. Luckily, Autozone right by me had one in stock. They said they'll ship it out within a day, so I literally ordered it yesterday and it's in today. So this is it right here, and this is just a 95 amp. I think the stock one is just 80 amp, so I'm not running anything extra in the car, so I just went ahead and got the 90 amp. I don't think it's gonna make too much of a difference. We're gonna take apart the engine bay, get this new alternator in, and hopefully this thing starts running again. It's a possible chance that it's not the alternator, but I'm really hoping that it is. If you're new here, please think about subscribing. I know that 95% of the people who watch my channel are not subscribed, so just take a second, go down, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It gets this video out to more people. And also leave in the comments what you guys actually want to see next. I know I was supposed to be doing the ignition system on the E30 today, but I actually have some other plans as well. So let me know what you guys want to see next. Do you guys want to see the ignition system on the E30? Do you guys want to see the ignition system on the Corvette? Do you want to see some Dodge Charger mods? Because I do have a bunch of things in mind. I just don't have enough time to do everything at once. So let me know what you guys want to see next, and we'll go ahead and put that video out. Drop it in the comments, and hopefully you guys get what you want. So to get that alternator out, it's not too hard. The only other thing you have to remove from the engine bay is actually the airbox. So you just have this little band clip right here. You gotta take apart this, and I think there's another fuse or another clip that connects to the bottom of the air filter. So once you have that disconnected, you just pull this whole thing out, and then you have a good access to the alternator. You don't really need to do anything else to get the belt off or the alternator out. So let me go ahead and start removing this first, and then we'll come back. Actually, in the meantime, before we do get started, I wanted to show you guys something real quick. One of my friends actually got me a nice little gift for the garage. So let me go grab it real quick, just to make it a little bit more cooler. And for all of you keyboard warriors who are gonna say, but it's not an M. Yeah, we know, okay? That's not the point. It's just a nice little gift, and it's a BMW. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the wall right behind me right there, and hopefully let's see how that looks. It's a little bit crooked. Oh well, looks fine. I'll fix it later. Let's get into fixing the BMW. So as I mentioned, first we need to get that the airbox out. I'm just gonna grab a Phillips screwdriver, start loosening this up right here, and then hopefully get this pulled out. So, got the air filter completely out. It was pretty easy. I just unplugged this plug right here. This bracket was sitting in between the air filter and this bracket right here, so got that off, and then just loosened up this clamp right here, and then now we have good access to the alternator right down there, and it should be pretty easy to get that out as well. So once I got that air filter box out, I tried to go ahead and remove these wires right here in the back, but these little boots or plastic rubber boots aren't coming off. So what I went ahead and did is decide to loosen up the alternator first. So right here is the bolt to actually move this thing sideways. Right now it's still a little tight because of the belt. There's a bolt that goes right in the back right here. So loosen that up first. Now I'm just gonna pull this one out. So got this last little bolt that way down here. It's just getting stuck on the other belt. So come on, buddy. There we go. So this was the last bolt holding the alternator in. Just gonna put that down right here. So now we got everything actually loosened up. Those two wires that are still on the back of the alternator still need to be unscrewed or unbolted. But before I touch those, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the battery or unplug the battery, which is in the back. So as you can see, got the alternator out. Now, one downside is the boots around this connector and this connector ripped because whoever tightened it down last, I guess, put the boot under the actual bolt, so I couldn't pull the boot off, so I just had to rip it from the back. But this is the alternator now, sitting on the ground right here. I actually gotta change this all over to the new alternator because that one didn't come with the fan or the pulley. But yeah, should be pretty easy. I'm just gonna switch that over. I'll actually show you guys the process of doing so, and then gotta put this all back in the car. So it's been a few hours since I picked up the camera, and the reason is I can't actually get this bolt off the alternator. So it seems like it's rusted. I don't have any WD-40 or PB Blaster to kind of get in there and loosen it up a little bit, or neither do I have a torch. I know heat helps loosen up bolts a lot. I do have the hex bit that fits in there, but this thing is just stuck. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna head over to Harbor Freight, get some PB Blaster, some stuff like that, any type of oil penetrator, to be honest. I have the socket set and I have this wrench, the adjustable wrench, but I need a specific wrench just so I can get a better grip on this bolt right here while I turn the hex bolt the opposite direction, which I don't have. So I'm gonna go ahead and head to Harbor Freight tomorrow, get some PB Blaster, get some WD-40, whatever oil penetrating oil that they have, get those tools, come back, and hopefully finish this tomorrow. I was looking over the footage from earlier and I noticed my dumb self actually put the flag on backwards, not realizing because I'm in such in a hurry to put it up. But now I fixed it. Now I got it in the proper way and it looks a lot nicer because I got all 4 of the corners screwed down properly. So that looks good. Thank you again for, you know who you are, who got it for me. I guess that's it for tonight. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and hopefully we can get this alternator back in and get that E30 running again. It's the next day now. I just got done grabbing stuff from Harbor Freight. It was pretty packed in there, I don't know, since it was Sunday, but I got 2 sets of wrenches. One is a metric set, and then the other is this one right here. And I just got both because you never know when you might need it, so I was like, let me just grab it now and then we should be good. Let's head home, spray that WD-40. I also picked that up, spray that WD-40 on that bolt, let it sit for a little while, and then go ahead and try to loosen it up. So this is the socket set we got. So now we have more than enough. And then I also got some shop towels because I always need these, but I never have them. And then I got the WD-40. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray this right now. Let that soak in. You know, just make sure there's enough on there. It's like, no, that's more than enough. All right, so I'm just gonna let that sit now for about an hour, come back, and hopefully that helps. Before, I was trying to get that loosened up, and I was about to pull a muscle on my shoulder and my chest, and it was not a good move. So I'm gonna let that sit, let it loosen up, and then come back to it. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep, so I thought, you know what, why not come down here, try to get that bolt off again. I couldn't get it off earlier today. I literally tried for like 2 hours. That bolt was just seized on there. But finally, after countless hours, I finally got it loose. So now it's spinning off. I need to go ahead, take this all off, switch it over to the new assembly, and then start putting everything back in the car. So I got everything off and I put everything in order from first piece that I took off to last piece that I took off, so that way I just need to replicate putting it all back in this way, and it should be pretty simple getting it all back together in the car now, because that was the most difficult part. I don't know why, but thank God I got that off. My other plan was just take it to a local shop right here, ask them to like with the air compressed gun and just take it off like that, but I'm glad I got it off. So now I just need to pack up this old alternator, put it back in the box because they do offer like a core exchange refund. So I'm gonna go put that back, get $50 back for that, luckily. So that means I only paid technically $60 for this, which is a great deal. And then once I get everything back on here, I'll give you guys another look at it, and then we're gonna start putting it back in the car. So I'm sure you can see it, but I got the 2 positive and the negative wires back on. Now I just need to basically mount it back into its original position, and then we should be good to go. Hopefully the car starts up, and it was actually the alternator that was bad. That's still my guess, but I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back in. I'll show you guys once I'm done that, and then put the air filter back in, and then hopefully we can start this car up. Thank God, but we got the alternator back in. Everything's plugged up. It was a little hassle getting the belt back on, but we got it done. And hopefully it starts back up in the morning. Right now it is 2 a.m. so I don't want to start the car up in the garage. It's gonna make a lot of noise. I'm gonna go ahead and put the air filter box back in right now, start up the car in the morning. Hopefully everything is good. If not, I'll keep you guys updated. Again, let me know what you guys want to see in the next video. So we have a bunch of things planned. For one, we have all the remaining parts of the cluster came in. This is the new faceplate. It's carbon fiber. I got this actually custom made. These are the little rings. These are gonna be painted white to match the rest of the secondary color around the car. The new kilometer delete faceplate right here. So we have that. We actually have this box right here, which is the E30 ignition system revamp, whatever kit you want to call it. And then we also have an ignition system kit for the Corvette coming. So whatever you guys want to see, just comment down below. Do you guys want to see the cluster finished up? Do you guys want to see the E30 stuff? Do you guys want to see the Corvette stuff? If you guys even want to see Dodge Charger either seats or the roof rack coming soon, let me know down below. I know there was a tag or there was a poll on my Instagram. If you haven't saw that, we did a little poll on my Instagram and most people picked seats, but I'm kind of leaning towards the cargo box just because I think it's a little bit more unique and more people from the outside of the car will see it. But comment down below, like, subscribe. It really helps a lot get the videos out there. And if you haven't subscribed and you're watching, please just go take a second, hit the subscribe button. I'm sure you won't regret it. I think that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.